Okay, recording in progress here. Good, good, good. Okay, let me drink some
And where are
water
you
here.
calling from today, Annie?
I'm in Toronto.
Oh, you too.
Oh,
That's so cool. So
Oh,
is
you two.
Morgan.
Who else? Morgan or Leaf?
yes.
Morgan, I
You're
grew up
we're
there. We were
neighbors.
just actually, yeah, I was talking about it. I'm in Banff now. I grew up in Toronto, but I live in Banff, Alberta now.
Okay. How's that going?
Oh, it's lovely. I mean, it's snowing today. It's
Oh,
spring all week, and then the snow just comes until like June, or we get pretty late snows here, but it's beautiful day. I can't see the mountains because the snow is so strong, but I'm warm, so that's what
It's going to
matters.
be beautiful to see, though.
it's been crazy anyway. It's been a crazy, crazy spring. Yeah.
Oh, I know, right? I mean, you guys had a pretty strong winter too. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Toronto maybe not as bad, but
Oh
like I
yeah,
think
Yeah.
Southern Ontario got hit pretty hard this year.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I think we had two bad ones up here in Toronto. Yeah, it was pretty. It was pretty. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Would you agree, Annie? In
Yeah.
comparison to other years.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, it was. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Is this 2 hours or 1 hour? Because I have to leave it in an hour. What?
Definitely not 2 hours.
Definitely
We would
not.
be
Okay.
finished by. Leaf usually we were finished by 11 o'clock
Yeah,
Yeah.
we finished. Yeah,
or
a little
eleven
bit after. I
thirty.
mean, the core meditation is about an hour. Like
Okay.
we'll do
Yeah.
the intro meditation, then a 30-minute meditation, and then we do a close. So you might have to leave before the close of the meditation, but you'll get
Hmm.
the most of it in.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Great. Thanks.
Yeah, no
yeah,
worries. I was waiting to see if Mark was coming in today.
yeah, yeah.
It depends on his
I
schedule
think
too. Different time
he
zone.
planned on, but I think the issue is that I updated the Zoom link late. I think it had
Oh,
in the email a different link, but I've corrected it in the Academy. So hopefully that's
okay.
not too confusing. But yeah,
We'll see what happens. And let me just check my other end in regards to cannot minimize. Why not? Why can't? Oh, is it because I'm recording? If I can't minimize, how am I going to get to? Okay, let me figure this out here. Okay, so if I can't do that, I'm always learning something new, Leaf. You know me. I'm already bad at technology as
yes,
it is, and then I see all this other stuff. I always get hit with
I know.
some kind of surprise. Okay, just make sure. Let me just check YouTube here to make sure our YouTube stuff is good, and
Okay.
then we'll get going. Now that we have Annie here. Did I say Annie or Anna? Oh, did I get that wrong? Annie. Yes.
It's
Okay.
Annie. The real name is Annie. It's Annie.
It's Annie, right?
It's just
Okay,
another
okay.
Annie. That's why there's
Uh,
Billy.
Anna stuck in my head. I had an ex-girlfriend. Her
Is
name
it?
was Anna, and I was just talking
I
about
hope.
her recently, so it's so in my head. So, uh,
Yeah,
Annie.
Annies can be different. Annies are more serious. Annas are different.
Yeah,
They're
Annie's
more
more serious.
temperamental.
Yes.
Let me check the channel here. Okay, we're good. Make sure that everything is here. And Leaf, if I forget, remind me to place the link and dot log out before I put the link
Ah,
in
yes.
the chat, just in case. I should be good, but just in case. You're good at reminding me.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
I'm here for.
So I got a copy of this. Okay, I think we're good. All right, so maybe Mark will pop in. And who was here last time, Leaf? That was I turned my phone off. Not able to look at names.
Oh
There's two
yeah.
other people but we'll see. Um, and all that stuff, all the stuff I'll edit out. But we're here once again. Oh, make sure my camera's on. Yeah, my mic is on. All right, I think we're good to go. Okay, and if anyone pops in, I'll let them in. So I'll just make sure that my eyes
Yeah.
stay open and just make sure my
Great.
notes are here. Okay, here we go. So we're here once again for our 51st state meditation session. This is our seventh session. And today we're going to be focusing on beta. And this is a brainwave that I guess you don't hear too much about in the meditation circles, because I guess in the meditation circles, we're always focusing on alpha, theta, delta, gamma, hyper gamma, lambda. And I guess in a lot of cases, people stay away from beta, but we have to keep in mind that beta is also important. No brainwave is better than others. They just have different functions, and it's good to be functional in all gears. So we have beta. Well, we have SMR, low and higher end of SMR. We have low and high beta. We have we have gamma and hyper gamma. We have lambda, which isn't really lambda, but that's more of a scientific argument. And then below SMR, we have alpha, we have theta, we have delta. Below delta, there's epsilon, and there are a few others underneath that, which is like iota and the default mode network, brainwaves, and so on. So they can get slower and slower and slower. And the slower ones aren't that popular yet because there isn't a lot of research, but they're there, and I practice with them. So I have a taste of what those brainwaves are like, and but I won't be using them here in any of our sessions because it's difficult to get into those states, and you can't really do that in a half hour if the individuals aren't trained in that area. So it would take a longer practice. Maybe one day we can do like a special online retreat, which could be like an hour and a half, and I can get lower or slower into those brainwaves. That I'm willing to do that anytime. But I can't do that in a half an hour period. But there are slower brainwaves that I would love to get people to tap into. But today we're going to be focusing on beta, and beta in this case would be about what did I have this set to? 15. I believe I have it set at 15.5 hertz. And so beta is important is because we still have to remain alert when we're doing certain tasks and things like that. So beta helps us to keeps us mentally engaged. It helps process incoming information quickly. It maintains attention on goals and tasks. It helps with communication and thinking critically, and it also helps navigate complex environments and decision making. So it's highly important. And for those who are advanced meditators, especially like myself, there's times where my beta is not the greatest. Sometimes I'm trying to do things that are in the regular realm of things, of situations in regards to being in the work environment, and sometimes I could be off. So sometimes I got to remind myself, let me do a little bit of beta, just to see if I can get myself to at least if we're dealing with ratios, because you can't have brainwave ratios where you can be in beta and delta at the same time, or beta and alpha, or beta and theta at the same time. And that's very crucial, especially if you're able to train in ratios. So having beta mixed in with alpha or theta, and in the deeper meditative states in delta, one can be in a beta state and be in a meditative state at the same time. I believe last month I said something like that you couldn't be in a meditative state in beta, but that's not 100% true. You can be in a meditative state in beta if you have a ratio of delta or theta or alpha in combination with beta simultaneously. So that can be done. So this today we're going to be focusing on that brainwave, which is about 15.5 hertz, and the meditation is going to be the same as all the other meditations, and it may even feel the same, but the brainwave frequency behind it, the binaural and the monaural beat behind it is faster. So it's 15.5 hertz per second, cycles per second. So every second, there are 15.5 cycles that happens per second. And this will be interesting and see how this feels. They all feel different. Leaf he's very sensitive. I think he has a very sensitive nervous system. He can tell the difference between the different speeds within these different frequencies, which is pretty cool. Um, I don't even know how you learned how to do that. I don't know if it's natural or you just because you've done brainwave training for such a long time, you can feel the differences.
Yeah,
But
brainwave
I can't always
entrainment
tell the
and
difference.
meditation. Yeah, it's a combination, I think, of doing both, right? For so many
Mm,
years, so many decades that you just could become sensitive. And it is very
I'm
subtle,
sensitive. Yeah.
you can start to discern the difference.
Oh, that's interesting. You're like a friend of mine, Kay. She can do that. She can feel the differences in that. I can feel the differences, but I couldn't tell you what it was unless someone told me. Unless it's like hyper gamma, I can feel the difference between hyper gamma versus delta for sure. But yeah, you're really, really good at that. So what we'll do is because we'll be going into the Zoom space in about 15 minutes or about 14 minutes. So what we'll do is we'll do a quick guided meditation session that's catered towards staying in alertness, since it is highly important. And if we are able to do both, I think that's an advantage that us meditators can have. And for Annie, not knowing your background, do you have a huge meditation background or?
Um, I used to do Art of Living before, a
Oh,
long time ago, but
okay.
and then now I'm doing timeless wisdom training. So I just joined, because today I decided to join for my meditate. It said I have to meditate an hour. I don't do that. I can do 20 minutes, but I do all these alpha and theta and beta. No, 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 no. I don't have no idea. And
No,
so
okay.
no
So
idea.
all the stuff I'm
But
saying that just sounds like gibberish right now. It's totally understandable.
yeah, it's gibberish. I said, okay, I haven't, I signed up for the course, but I never followed it. But yeah. And
Never
again,
followed.
followed it. Yeah.
Well,
So we'll try. Yeah.
you'll try,
Okay.
right? So
This
I'll
is
say
in,
this then, Annie. I see I just
yeah.
called you Anna again, but Annie, I'll say this about brainwaves. So brainwaves, your brain or the neurons in your brain are firing at certain frequencies.
Yeah. Mhm.
So some people's brains or the neurons in their brains, they're the neurons, the dendrites, the synapses could be firing differently, and so
Yeah.
it's highly beneficial when people are able to train their brain to fire at the ideal
Yeah. Mhm.
brainwave activities, which
Mhm.
are associated with the things that we're doing on a daily basis, whether it's body movement, thinking process, emotionally regulation, things of that sort, and they're all tied to our the activities, the electrical activities happening within the brain. So by using things like brainwave entrainment, we're able to some level, control where these brain waves can be well, in terms of how the electrical activity happening within the brain can fire uh, at ideal rates, which is really, really cool. So with brainwave entrainment, we can be more specific in training the brain in firing at, I don't know, making it up here, but 4 cycles per second versus 30 cycles per second versus 100 cycles
Yeah.
per second or versus 13 cycles per second. So in the beta range, for beta to take place, beta would be from the range of, if I'm including SMRs, 12 hertz to 30 hertz. So that would be the beta range. And if you're in the higher end of the beta range, that's associated with anxiety, stress, hypertension, insomnia, if your brainwaves are operating too quickly.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So yeah. So that's why
Sounds
all that
familiar.
stuff is important.
Okay, we'll
Yeah.
slow it down.
Yeah. So you want to slow them down so that you're in a position where you're able to focus, you're alert,
Yeah.
but not too fast where you're facing anxiety, even though all these things are naturally human things.
Yeah.
But we're trying to learn how to control so that we're getting less of that and probably more of the being focused, being present, being clear, being steady, and so
Yeah.
on, right?
Yeah.
But of course, in the really, really fast brain waves,
Mhm.
such as gamma and hyper gamma, they're really, really fast. We're talking like 100 cycles per second to 200 cycles per second. It just turns out that those are also meditative states. So
Oh.
it's cool. So there's a critical piece that's happening between say 15 and 30 hertz.
Mhm.
Maybe I would say 18 to 30 hertz, which is critical. But
Mhm.
after that, we're back to meditative states again, and below that, we're heading into
Oh.
meditative states. So it's tricky,
So
right? So there's
hyperanxiety
that.
is it's almost meditative.
Yeah, yeah. So it's really cool that when they found that these very fast brainwaves are also meditative states.
Okay.
So so it's really, really cool. So we try to
Didn't they
avoid that.
discover those in, I think they were studying the brains of, I think, Tibetan meditators, right?
That's
Where they
right.
first
Yeah,
started seeing these gamma peaks. And so,
yeah.
yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, when you pass that threshold, then you're going from sort of, because anxiety and excitement and
Mhm.
bliss are like linked in the nervous system in certain ways. And I think,
Hmm.
yeah, when you train or you can access it through various practices,
Mhm.
yeah, they're finding it in very advanced meditators, those very fast or very slow
Yeah,
brainwaves. Yeah.
Yeah,
which is
I
very,
actually
very cool.
it's happened now that I think about it, because I'm a restless sleeper, And there are times when I'm sort of almost when I close my eyes, I really cannot control anything. I see things. I almost see molecules, and things like that. So
Oh,
probably, yeah, and I can't, and I have to open my eyes, sort of saying enough. But that it might be an overdrive, it suddenly goes into overdrive and
that's very interesting.
gives me visions. And that's what
And it gives you
visions are.
visions, right?
The
Yeah, yeah.
visions, but the
Visions would
visions
be
are sort of
probably linked to
molecules and,
the
sort of
faster
more
brainwaves.
like mycelia and things like that. Recently, it's become more mycelia.
Yeah.
But it's interesting that you say that. And it says, oh, yeah,
Huh.
hypertense. So you go over and then you're on the trance
You're
state,
back
almost
into
trance.
the
So basically like a
transcendental
trance
states,
state.
right?
Yep. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Mm.
That's very interesting.
All right, let's
That's
get
why
on
that
with
Yeah,
yeah.
let's do this. Let's do this. So
Mm.
we have like less than 10 minutes left before we're going to the YouTube space, but let's make sure that we're sitting comfortably.
Oh, and
You can choose to lay down if you.
just to let Annie know real quick that we're gonna click on a link and go to YouTube for the second part of the meditation. So just to
Hmm.
know that that's gonna pop up shortly.
Oh, okay.
You have
So
to just
this is
look out
I
for
have to
that, Annie.
close. This has to close, right?
Yeah, eventually when we're finished this part, and then
Yeah.
if you have a headset, that's ideal. But if you don't, that's fine too.
I
But
don't.
these meditations are more effective if you have a
Okay.
headset.
And they'll
Yeah.
stay on YouTube, or it's just live on YouTube and then you close it.
I
I'm
think
just
it
Um,
stays. Does it
it
stay up there?
stays.
Yeah.
it
It
stays.
stays. So you'll
Okay.
have the version on YouTube where the 30-minute session will stay, and then
Okay.
I'll upload later on this session, the Zoom portion of the session. So both will be available.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And
Okay.
there's
Yeah.
also, if you want to try like deeper, more meditative versions, we have the archive and you can try those out later as well.
I'll do that. Yeah, because the grandkids are coming soon, so maybe, I'll stay with you
Yeah.
and then I'll just
And then go
catch
with the
up.
grandkids.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wonderful.
that
Okay.
sounds
Okay.
good.
All right.
All
Take
right.
us away, Morgan. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Keep going.
Yeah, no worries. So so if you're sitting straight up with your back straight, or if you're lying down, either way. And this in this case, we're going to keep our eyes open since we're working with beta. We'll keep our eyes open in this case because the moment you close your eyes, you fall into alpha. So we keep our eyes open, and it's going to be similar to what I always do in the previous months. But you're breathing in through your nostrils, so just breathing in and breathing out, and breathing in and breathing out. And also feel free to focus on something that could be on your screen. It could be anything that's on your computer. It could be something that's behind the computer, so on your wall or anything like that. But you can pick a spot if you choose to and focus on that spot as you continue to breathe. And breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. Relaxing your eyes, relaxing your cheeks and your jaw. Allow the relaxation to run down to your shoulders, all the way down to your arms, your biceps, and your triceps, down to your forearms, your hands, and your fingers. Relaxing your chest, relaxing your upper back, allowing this relaxation to run down to your lower back, down to your hips, also relaxing your stomach, relaxing your hips, allowing this relaxation to run down to your thighs and your hamstrings, all the way down to your knees, relaxing your calves, allowing this relaxation to run down all the way down to your feet and all the way down to your toes. Continue to relax while focusing on anything on the screen, while breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. You are now focused and present. Your mind is clear and steady. You can complete one task at a time. You think clearly and calmly. Your attention is strong and balanced. While breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out. Your attention is strong and balanced. You think clearly and calmly. You can complete one task at a time. Your mind is clear and steady. You are focused and present while breathing in and breathing out. 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 Another exercise you can do, you can just take your hand and just stare at your hand while breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And as you stare at your hand, you're looking at your 5 fingers or your 4 fingers and your thumb. You're looking at all the lifelines and everything that's on your hand, looking at every single detail, analyzing it to a basic degree. Just analyze your whole entire hand. Get familiar with the sensation of your hand. If you're feeling a breeze, a cool breeze, or if it's cold, if it's warm, just watch your hand, analyze it without any bias or without any judgment while breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And if you like, you could just pick a spot on your hand and just focus on that spot while breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Okay. So what we're going to do now, we're going to move into the other space. Just give me 1 second to make sure that I do. Oh, got Mark here. Let's get Mark here right now. And let me copy this link here. Mark, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, we just finished our first half of the guided meditation. We're going to transfer over to the
Sorry, I'm
YouTube
late.
space just now. It's okay. It's okay. We knew you were coming at some point. It's okay. So I'm going to put the link in here now, and so we can all get started with the half hour, and then we'll come back into this space. So Annie, meet Mark. Mark, meet Annie. And of course, you already know Leaf, you know myself, and we'll transfer over to the space now. So I'll put the information in this link here.
Yeah, let us know when you have the link too, so we'll close the Zoom and then return when we're done.
Okay.
Let me make sure I grab it too while I'm at it.
Yeah. So it's sent through now. Hopefully you can all see it, and then I'll wait. And once you have it and you're able to go into the YouTube space, you can close this page.
Okay, buddy. See you in a bit.
All right. See you in a bit.
Hello, hello.
Oh, hello. Nice. Okay. Well, here we are back in the space. How does everyone feel?
I feel great. That was really beautiful. Very different than the previous ones. Um, and for me, I mean, that was kind of like perfect, like work music in a way, because it
Mm.
was relaxed alertness. And I
Yeah, yeah.
found I love that woman's voice, that you use in your songs. I mean, and this one felt appropriate because it was beta, so like my mind was much more active in this. But beautiful voice, beautiful lyrics, and then the frequency was like relaxed alertness. It felt. I really
It
enjoyed it.
felt like that. Relax alertness. Yeah, so I guess that's what 15.5 hertz does. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah,
And Mark, how
I
are you
could
feeling?
really experience my vagus nerve as well.
Mm,
So it's definitely something um, for the autonomous nervous system.
that's right. The vagus nerve. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, that's good. That's good. Um, that was a half an hour too. Yeah. So
And Annie
yeah,
had to be with her grandkids, so
that's right.
I trust she got to experience some of it as well.
Yeah, and be able to share that with her grandchildren,
Hmm.
which is pretty cool. So what we'll do then, now that we're back in the space, we're all experienced this meditative version of beta, if you want to put it that way, since because of the lower carrier frequencies, I'm sure there's a ratio of something in there, probably a ratio of alpha in there,
Yeah.
um, or lower. So this is cool. I'm just trying to snap out of it and try to continue the rest of this session. I'm kind of zoned out. So, but
Good luck.
we'll get started here. I know, huh? But now that we're back here in the space, we'll as long as you're sitting up on your chair in your chair or if you're laying down. I never know what Leaf is doing, so he's probably sitting up or laying down.
I'm
And
sitting up.
we're in a
I'm sitting up. You
space.
want to
You're
see me?
sitting up?
I'm here.
Okay. There
Can you
you are.
see me?
I see you.
I'm
I trust that
sitting.
you're sitting up. It's all good. So we're here, and so we're back. We're going to relax our entire body from head to toe, keeping your eyes open in this case, breathing through your nostrils, breathing in and breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And if there's anything in your body that you need to shake off, because in my case, I just felt a little something that I need to shake out of my system, I'm just going to do so before I relax again. Just a little bit of stretching and a little bit of twisting, and then back to my relaxed state. We're all breathing in, breathing out. Continue to relax your eyes, your cheeks, your jaw, allowing this relaxation to run down to your neck, down to your shoulders, all the way down to your arms, your biceps and your triceps, all the way down to your forearms, down to your hands, all the way down to your fingers, relaxing your chest, your stomach, relaxing your upper back, and allowing this relaxation to run down to your spine, all the way down to your lower back. And as you're relaxing each part of your body, I just want you to be able to keep your awareness, keep that beta going, and just watching everything and being aware of everything that's happening moment to moment. Relaxing your hips, allow this relaxation to run down to your thighs and your hamstring, all the way down to your knees. Relaxing your calves, allowing the relaxation to run down all the way down to your feet, all the way down to your toes. And here in this moment, you can take both your hands and you can just cup your hands like this and stare in the center of your two hands and just continue to stare. while breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out. Continue to stare in that space between your two hands and just observing and analyzing everything that's within that space. Observe your fingers, observe your palms, all the lines within your palms. Just observe while relaxing, staying alert, and staying aware. Notice the beauty of your own hands. And of course, everything is divine. Everything is beautiful. While breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And you can continue to stare in that space between your hands as I go through a few more of these affirmations. As you continue to breathe in and out. You release unnecessary thoughts. You do not need to solve everything right now. Your mind can be active and peaceful. You allow your thoughts to slow down. You are safe to relax while staying alert. You breathe deeply and return to calm. Your nervous system knows how to settle. You can respond instead of react. You are grounded in this moment. Your mind and body are working together, as you can see as you stare into your hands, while breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Your mind and body are working together. You are grounded in this moment. You can respond instead of react. Your nervous system knows how to settle. You breathe deeply and return to calm. Continue to breathe, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. You are safe to relax while staying alert. You allow your thoughts to slow down. Your mind can be active and peaceful. You do not need to solve everything right now. You release unnecessary thoughts while breathing in and breathing out. 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 In this moment, you may close your eyes, and I will count from 20 all the way down to 1. And once I get to 1, you may open your eyes. And you'll continue to breathe in and out in your most relaxed state. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You open your eyes, continue to breathe in and out. Whether you're in your waking state or your dreaming state or your dreamless sleep state, in your Turiya state or in your Turiyatita state, you always remain, always one, always unified, always integrated, always pure, always calm, alert, strong, sensitive, mindful, caring, passionate, full of empathy, intelligent, masculine, feminine, full of energy, full of delight, full of bliss, full of happiness, filled with light, filled with darkness, being authentic, being you, being me, being male, being female, being the earth, being all places, all things, being divine, being God, being all creatures, being absolutely everything, being and becoming the absolute of the absolute, being existence itself. And right here, I will end this session. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, brother, thank you so much. That was beautiful.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Good to see you once again, Mark. It's always a pleasure to have you. And thank
Yes,
you for the
thank you very
information you
much
left
as well.
me a month ago. I appreciate it. I still have to go through it, but I've been stuck with so many things. But thank you for the information that you provided for me, and I'm still going to
About
look into
Lynn,
all that.
about Lynn McTaggart. Yes,
That's right.
a very, very nice lady.
Nice lady, right?
She wrote The Field, right? Is that Lynn McTaggart?
Yes, she did. She did. And
What?
Morgan said something about working with a group or something, and the effects of group meditation on the
The group
field.
meditation. Yeah.
And
In the
Lynn
field.
has done a lot of research on that topic, so it's very interesting to read about. Yeah,
Oh, this is going to be
Amazing.
really cool for me to look into. Yeah.
yeah,
Thanks again. I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. You're
Appreciate
welcome,
it. Yeah.
and thank you for another beautiful meditation.
Yeah. My pleasure. My pleasure. We'll do it again next month. If we're
Yes,
continuing Leaf, let me know. and we'll do another one.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
figure out the right frequency and let's go.
let's do it. So I hope everyone
Okay,
enjoys the
guys.
rest of your day, and
Yes,
yeah,
you too.
I'll see you very, very soon.
Okay,
And Leaf, I'll
guys.
see you.
Same
I'll see
here.
you in a month from now.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
All
A pleasure.
right, guys. Have a great weekend.
Bye-bye. Good
Cheers.
Take
weekend.
care.